What's up, guys? I just woke up like maybe 30 minutes ago, and the devs dropped this changelog, so I had to make a video for y'all. Just basically going through all the buffs, changes, new things, new everything, balances, nerfs, and all that. Yeah, and go through that real quick. So yeah, let's get right into it. By the way, this is for the playtest, which will be live tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'll be doing a 24-hour live stream when this playtest drops. If you wanna see the game being played, come check me out. Come support your boy. Alright, so for the normal dungeons, they're upping the player count from 16 to 18. Last playtest, it was at 16. So if it was a lobby full of teams, there's guaranteed one solo player if there was 16 in the lobby. So they're basically adding a whole nother squad now. So they up the squad count. So there can be up to six full squads now. More kills, more action, more PvP. Let's get it. No more three-man portals. That's very interesting. So they're giving solo players more of a fighting chance. Seems like solo players are going to have slightly easier time now. All right, encounter common and elite grade monsters with an extremely low chance of meeting nightmare monsters. All right, so common monsters are just a regular, like, you know, skeletons, mummies, zombies. The ones with like different color glowing eyes, like those red skeletons you see, those are elite grade monsters. I know the difference in difficulty between common and elite monsters are pretty big. The elite monsters are really quick and they do a lot more damage. So I'm curious to see how much stronger nightmare monsters are going to be from elite monsters. So that's going to be really interesting. Low drop rate for epic items and extremely low drop rates for legendary items. No chance for unique items. So you cannot obtain unique items in normal dungeons now. I like that. It forces you to go into the high roller dungeons. You have to eventually, if you want to get better gear, head to the high roller dungeons. I like that. All right, moving on to high roller dungeons. Expected 20 players per session. This may change at any time. So more players, more action, more PvP, and everyone there is going to have probably pretty good gear. So I'm really excited for that. More PvP, more action with actual geared teams. That's going to be a great time. Anti-system. All entrants must pay a gold fee to enter the high roller dungeon. I think they mentioned before in their video the fee would be about 100 to 150 gold. So yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna work, how populated the high roller dungeons are gonna be during like the first half of the playtest, because I remember last playtest it was not common to run across people who are actually geared, at least like blue or purples. It was pretty uncommon to run into those. I'm just not sure there's going to be enough players that are going to be able to afford 100 gold to get into the high roller dungeons often. So I don't know how populated high roller dungeons are actually going to be. I rarely ran into people with gear, so I don't know how populated this is going to be. I hope it's very populated. I could be wrong, but we will see. We will see. Very few blue portals and many more red portals on the starting floor, which is the second floor. I like this a lot. This is going to cause more players to go down into the Inferno, which is more PvP, more action. So I like this change a lot. I remember last playtest, it was extremely rare to find other players in the down portal with you. I had over 70 hours last playtest, and I only saw three encounters with other players in the Inferno, which is really, really low. It would be nice if they added this to normal dungeons, maybe not as bad, but maybe few less blue portals and more red portals for normal dungeons, because PvP in the Infernos is so rare. This is definitely going to help it. I hope it helps it, because PvP Inferno is very fun. Less room to mess up, more room to get caught and died at mobs and just get cornered. Not as many escape routes, so you're forced to PvP. I like this a lot. I hope more people go down the red portals of this playtest. No more three-man portals. So yeah, same thing for normal dungeons and high roller dungeons. There'll be no more squad portals. So yeah, you're each going to have to find your own portal. Again, this is nerfing squads and making it easier for solo players to hit a lick, you know, get a come up, catch someone out, trying to find a portal when their other two teammates already found one. So yeah, a lot more shenanigans, more chaos, because you're all going to have to run around and find your own single portals now. I like this. I like this change. I like it. Encounter up to nightmare grade monsters. We covered that. Better drop rates for high quality gear. High roller dungeons are the only way to get unique grade gear. Chance to drop from bosses. So it seems like the only way to get unique gear is from high roller dungeons now. So yeah, there's actually a reason to come to the high roller dungeons. instead of wasting your 100 gold just to die. All right, moving on. New magic system. All spells have a specific memory cost associated with them. So I'm assuming that's like you're gonna have a certain amount of slots based on your knowledge or whatever, and each spell is gonna cost a different amount to memorize and have in your spell book. Adds more customization to your class too. Customize your spell book. Like that a lot. More customization, the better always. Magic users can customize which spell they wish to memorize through the spell capacity system. I guess, yeah, like Dark Souls, you can go to Bonfire and pick which spells you have in your spell book, basically like that. Your knowledge determines which spells are at your disposal during the game. The order of the spell memorization is important because if your knowledge or spell capacity stat dynamically changes during the game, the last memorized spells may become available / unavailable. The wording there is a little confusing, but I think they mean, I'm not sure, don't quote me on it. I think they mean, say you have 20 knowledge and you need 20 knowledge to hold all your spells that you currently have. And say your pendant gives you 2 knowledge. If you take that off during the game, I think the last memorized spell you have will become unavailable. I think lots of new spells added to the game, including Ice Bolt, Zap, Lightning Strike, Bind, Cleanse, and more. Honestly, was not expecting 5+ spells. So I'm excited to see that. Might have to play Wizard next playtest. We'll see. Alright, moving on. Map updates. New crypt map tiles added. Overall map size increased. Alright, so by tiles, they mean like last playtest, I think they mentioned it was a 4x4 map. They're making it into a 5x5. And new tiles are being added. So by tiles, they mean like rooms. Like, you know how there's just a bunch of unique rooms. So new rooms to memorize, more content. More spaced out starting locations. All right, this is huge. I know a lot of newer players, or even every player in general, complain about the spawns. I know there's a few spawns you can literally just turn around and run for like 5 seconds and you'll be right in front of another team spawn. And if you have gear, you can just grief their whole run and just wipe them. I've done it once. Not a good feeling for both sides. I mean, better feeling for the person doing it, but yeah, it kind of sucks for the people getting spawn killed. So I like this change. Floor level 3 redesign. So the Inferno is getting a redesign. Can't say much about this now because I don't know what it looks like, but really excited to see that. More production quality map modules and less blockout modules. Not quite sure what that means, so I'm not gonna drop a comment. Monster updates. New nightmare grade monsters. We already covered that. Monster grades now go common, elite to nightmare. New mob types added. Mob types, not just one, types. Really excited about that. Demon Centaur mini boss. I cannot wait to see this. I cannot wait to see Demon Centaur just pop up all over the kill feed, just killing everybody. I cannot wait to see how they handle the Centaur mob. That's gonna be sick. Can't wait to die to that. Updated the Lich and Ghost King mechanics. So this is probably bad news for me because I was planning on doing, I'm doing a 24-hour live stream when the playtest is live. And I was planning on doing a boss kill for my very first run. I was planning on doing a boss kill, but this could make things very difficult or interesting. Probably both. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully they didn't make them too much harder and I'll still be able to kill them. Moving on. Leaderboard. Leaderboard only tracks achievements from the high roller dungeons. This is huge. So now you can't go to normal dungeons with full legendary gear and just absolutely farm the whole lobby and just inflate your kill stats on the leaderboard. I like this a lot. So you have to actually risk your life going to high roller dungeons and fight people your own size. Wanted murderer to killer outlaws. So I guess they're changing the name of the leaderboard title. Wanted murderers to killer outlaws. Kills are only counted when you successfully extract. So all the kills you get don't matter unless you survive. Moving on to major balance updates. New junk grade designation for the starting gear item. So the gray, rusty weapons are going to be considered junk grade trash. New uncommon grade items between common and rare items. That's the green rarity they're adding. So it's going to be better than white, but not as good as blue. Rebalance the weapon damages, including slightly improving the damage of starting weapons. I like that a lot because the starting weapons are absolutely pathetic. And if you fight someone with like even just a common white weapon, you're probably going to lose. So I like that. Give starting gear an actual fighting chance. Refreshed stats on armors. New armors, including the Barbuda helmet. I thought there was already a Barbuda helmet. Anyway, Yep, new armors. Some armors now give magic resistance stats and other bonus stats. So those certain armors are going to have base magic resistance and other bonus stats. So last playtest, I know there was a lack of magic resistance. You couldn't get it unless you had gear with stats that are rolled for magic resist. So slightly increased movement penalties when swinging your weapon. Heavy weapons will feel heavier, so bigger weapons like halberd and warmaul are gonna feel heavier. You're gonna move slower while swinging them. I think they kind of needed that because let's be honest, the big two-handed weapons versus a one-handed weapon, it's no contest. You can't really do anything. Two-handed weapons are just superior to last playtest, and hopefully this will make things more even and make one-handed weapons a little better. So this is basically a nerf to barbs and fighters. New headshot damage reduction modifier mostly appears on helmets. Alright, this is cool. I like this a lot. You're not going to get one shot by longbows anymore. Hopefully with this damage reduction modifier on headshots, it'll help you from getting one tap. New projectile damage reduction modifier mostly appears on plate armors. So plate armors are gonna have projectile damage reduction, so arrows, throwables, stuff like that. They're gonna have damage reduction percentage on that. Buff the fighters right there. Invisible potions now have durations based on their rarity grades. So I guess now better rarity invis potions now actually do something. Campfires now have varying durations based on their rarity grades. Several new perks and skills, including multi-shot, kinesthesia, ice shield, and more. All these names for these perks and skills sound really cool. Can't wait to see that. The rogue is no longer able to equip the rapier. Added 2 new rogue weapons, stiletto dagger and Chris dagger. More weapons, always good. Improved the feel of daggers so they feel less sticky on hit, resulting in slightly improved DPS. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they mean by sticky, but it's improving the DPS, so that's a buff. All chests, regardless of type, now have a small chance of dropping epic grade items. So all chests, every single chest has a chance of dropping a purple. Every chest is like a little lottery ticket to a purple item now. So it doesn't feel useless going through and searching every crappy little chest. They each have a chance of dropping a purples. Moving on to what everybody has been asking for. The quiver system version 0.5. Bow weapons fire a limited number of arrows before they must reload their quiver. Alright, the number of arrows in the quiver is based on the type of bow that is equipped. Alright, so longbows, recurve bows, and survival bows each are going to have a different amount of arrows available before you need to reload. So you don't need to buy arrows. I like that. I like that you don't need to buy arrows, because that would be a little much. There's already so many things you need to buy between each round, and having to buy arrows before each run is just going to be annoying. I like that they kept unlimited arrows. Good decision by the devs. Good job. The Ranger's attack-based skills have the added bonus of auto-reloading their quiver upon activation. So I think that means your attack-based abilities have a chance of auto-reloading when you use them. I'm not quite sure what skills have that, so I can't really say how good that's going to be, but if anything, it gives you more reason to play Ranger instead of just being a tank with a bow and playing fighter. Mining and crafting. Honestly, didn't think there would be any kind of mining in this game, but hey. New pickaxe utility item. The pickaxe can also be used as a melee weapon by all classes. That's cool. Can't wait to see people make a pickaxe build, a little miner build. All right. New ruby silver ore deposits added to the map. More chances to catch people lacking while they're mining. Just run up behind them. The armor, weaponsmith, and alchemist can transform these ruby silver ore in their service tab, turning the ore into bars so you can craft. Crafted items can be procured from the armor, leathersmith, and tailor. There's a whole crafting system now. More options for you not to go into a run with just shitty starting gear. So yeah. Alright, cosmetic shop version 0.001. So I think what they mean by cosmetic bonuses is, I know they mentioned before they were going to add skins, but they were going to make the skins like having a skin on would lower your stats slightly, so having a skin would give you a disadvantage instead of an advantage. Kind of weird, but I like that more than skins giving you any kind of advantage. So players acquire Adventure currency. Similar to earning experience points, players can spend their adventure currency to unlock various cosmetic upgrades. The main difference between adventure currency and XP is adventure currency is only banked when you successfully extract. So you have to survive to get these adventure currencies, while as experience points you get even if you die. To acquire adventure currencies, similar to earning XP, and like I said, the only difference is you don't keep your adventure currency if you don't get out. Party system improvements. Players can change characters without needing to get re-invited to their party. Added a leave party button. Nice, nice. Quality of life stuff, I like it. Added the ability to kick and block members. I know before last playtest you had to leave the party and re-invite everybody. If that third person wouldn't leave, you can't just kick them, you have to start a new party. Added the ability to kick and block members from your party. That's cool. So more quality of life changes. Added the ability to turn off party invites through the party menu, so you don't get spam invited if you're famous. You can now chat with party members in the main menu. Nice. So I'm guessing you can talk to your party, tell them to ready up, tell them to bring you bandages. Moving on. All right, last piece. Christmas update and Easter eggs. A strange new traveling merchant named Nicholas has set up shop. Gee, I wonder who that is. Festive decorations in the tavern. And be sure to check out our friendly new tavern master. More commemorative Easter eggs, so I guess we'll have to find out ourselves what those are. Yeah, so that wraps it up for the Alpha Playtest 3 changes for December 16th. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys are most excited for. I think I'm most excited for High Roller lobbies and that new Centaur, that Demon Centaur mini boss. Can't wait to see that wreak havoc in the lobbies. And that will be it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the playtest, hopefully. I'll be doing a 24-hour stream when this playtest does drop, which is tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'm going to be there nice and early at like 5:30. So hope you guys can stop by, and hope to see you guys there, and have a good day.